You get a 6/9 flavor, but you omit the root. Okay, so that is interesting. But now I have to show you something because I think this is very special. Look at how closely that relates to B flat major 7. Here's B flat major 7. And here's that lick I just showed you. See what I mean? So you're really getting that sharp 11. It's almost like you're thinking B flat major 7 with a sharp 11 or flat 5, really. B flat major 7, flat 5. Here's B flat major 7. Here's that B flat major 7 flat 5 chord. But that would work both of those would work beautifully over G minor 7 or G minor 6. Because that's kind of what you're doing, is making that 7 by doing this. Almost those bebop licks there in a major, not minor. See, I did this now. Major 7 arpeggio. But what's really happening, don't forget though, is we're really applying that over G minor 7, 6. Minor 9. But you get the 6 and the 9 both in there. This. So again, the framework for me is E minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio. But then I'm adding in the 4 of that, which is the 9 of the G, of course. C minor 7, E flat major 7. And then B flat minor, D flat major 7. On the A minor 7, you play C major 7. And on the E flat minor 7, G flat major 7. So again, that's a beautiful sound. You're creating, as you know, minor 9 colors. But so we're taking that idea that you did on a G minor. You said, I like that idea a lot. And then here's... So did you get that E flat major 7? Just the arpeggio. Speaking of, tune-up's a good one. We talked about Satin Doll, so we can look at whatever songs you want to look at. Good, yeah, they're meant to be pretty straightforward. I mean, I think the harder ones are the ones that do not start on the root. And you know what I mean? If you're starting on the flat 7, you got to know, if it says C sharp minor 7, how do I play flat 7? But it's nice to be able to think about the 2 chord and to know the 1, 3, 5, and the 7, essentially. I mean, of course, flat 3, flat 7 in the minor chord. But to me, that's essential. Spelling, or just to know, if I said C sharp minor 7, what's the 5th? You're going to go straight to G sharp. Then you might do that one lick, this lick. That particular lick. A song that has those quick 2/5 licks, it could even be a 12-bar blues, but I think one of the best songs to apply it over is Satin Doll. I think that's really fun. Again, it's just good practice. This way you really reinforce it, so you just don't only memorize it, in relationship to 4 on 6, but that you actually can do it just whenever. So I'm actually pulling up the worksheet too, so I can refer to it with numbers. And then the fun part from there is, doing some different things on the G7 chord, just on this particular worksheet. So again, number one is and I wrote out a few different fingerings. I think that's very important. I'm looking at number 1. I kind of wish I wrote out this fingering. I don't see this fingering here. I should have, but I see this. I see this, and I see this, and I see this, but I don't see this. So I think that would be a good, I should fix that and add that fingering, maybe cut out a different fingering. Because really the 6th string and the 5th, I mean the number, you know, there's 4 segments in there, right? And really, I mean really number 1 and number 3 are the exact same fingerings. If you did this, that out. Yeah, see, I wrote that out in number 3 though. So I wrote that exact lick. I wrote this. Do you see that there? I want you to try this out. So for example, number 3, this one, that's how I wrote it. But then try it like this. To where you're shifting a little bit. Yep. Or what about this? See, what if you started off the same as number 1, and then you have to do this then? That's not, I don't like that fingering as much. But you can do it like this. Yeah. So again, you know, that's the thing with fingerings, you know, I'm just suggesting a few different fingerings, but you might have to find the best that work for you. I think the fingerings for number 3, that's one of my favorite licks. It's very Charlie Parker. But notice it's a very specific fingering. They're pretty much kind of the identical idea. Otherwise, you'd have to do, you know, that idea. Or what you did here. But again, the idea is to start to connect these ideas. I have a feeling it was treating it like the same 2-5 lick, like this. Like, you know, like as G minor, like a Dorian. I mean, that's probably a stock thing I would do like this. Or I might even add that leading tone, this. Yeah, it was something like that. It was kind of twisted a little bit. And then I think we went into a major 7 arpeggio or something. Like this. Or something, you know, B. Yeah, something like it connect. Yeah. Yes, connecting it to a B flat major 7. And that's very West Montgomery to go. These little sequence. And that's actually D, I'm thinking D minor 7 there. That's a D minor 7 arpeggio. And that gives us a G minor 11. Yeah. Yeah, maybe try as triplets. You know, if you wanted to keep that triplet idea going. Da 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 da. And then here's that B flat major 7 here. Yeah. And yeah, you could do that, this triplet. And then here's that G minor 9 or 7. Yeah, I like the longer run here. There's your 2-5 licks there. But yeah, you could just kind of, again, I love those extended arpeggios on that G minor 7. Again, that kind of modal vamp. Yeah. But I'm just trying to make it a little bit more square. There we go. And there it kicked into what number was that? That was number 5 on the list of there. Yeah, on the 5th degree. Then maybe mix it up again. Yeah, these 2-5. Well, yeah, I mean, again, that's almost more of a sub against the D7 chord. We were talking about this. Then it goes to G minor or A minor. Because we talked about that E flat minor 6, that gives you that altered flat 9, sharp 9 flavor. So we really want to hear that. But really, the ideal scale would be the melodic minor, this lick. We love that lick. We do that all the time. That's E flat melodic minor. And then when you hit that sharp 9, start on E flat minor and do this. I'm thinking E flat minor 6 ideas. Yeah, or melodic. Please recall that we talked about using those major 7 arpeggios on the minor licks. So on the 2-5s, when you have C minor, you're thinking E flat major 7. C minor 7, E flat major 7. And then B flat minor, D flat major 7. On the A minor 7, you play C major 7. And on the E flat minor 7, G flat major 7. So again, that's a beautiful sound. You're creating, as you know, minor 9 colors. But so we're taking that idea that you did on the G minor. You said, I like that idea a lot. And then here's. So did you get that E flat major 7? Just the arpeggio. And then move it down. And you get it equals a minor 9 flavor. So you see C minor 7, you think E flat major 7. B flat minor 7. It's a nice sound again. It's it's a different way of thinking instead of off the root. But not only that, you get to whip out your favorite major 7 arpeggio shapes. And I'm just doing that little slur, that triplet. We're working on minor 9 arpeggios, right? But we're thinking C major 7, or sorry, we're thinking major 7 arps. So, we started it here like this. But now I said E flat major. But, it's nice to start here. You don't always want 3 octaves. Oh, I love it descending too. You should actually practice a descending as well, like this. E flat. And then that was E flat major 7. I like this. C minor 7. But you're thinking this. And that again, remember, gives you a C minor 9. And and if I happen to be jamming on an F7 chord, it gives you an F9. Or sorry, F13. You knew that. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So again, you know, it's nice to actually have it in application and know what you're doing. So here we go. I'm going to give you a little C minor vamp. Really connect them, you know. So that's the thing is you're going to have just a one measure lick. That's why I opted just to do this. You know, you don't have much time. You might do this. And that's G flat major 7 here, by the way. Yeah, this. And actually, you can see that this is almost that Charlie Parker lick. I think we did this. Yeah. Out of Donna Lee. This is E flat minor, but here's the G flat major 7. All these cool pentatonics. At E minor 7 flat 5 equals G minor 6, a G minor 9. But you get the 6 and the 9 both in there. This. So again, the framework for me is E minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio. But then I'm adding in the 4 of that, which is the 9 of the G, of course. G minor. The vamp. And then now C minor. And that gives it that G minor 6 cool flavor vibe. You get it. It gives you G minor 6 9. It's just a hip flavor, you know. That's why just make sure you get that 9. Just goof around with those notes. Actually, you know, you get this little scale fragment. It's almost better to see it, but you can do it like this. This is scale fragments, is what I call it. Here's G minor 6 arpeggio diagonal. Here's G minor 6 add 9. We know you remember this. But now I'm going to add the 6 back in there. The skeleton right here. Now I'm going to add the 9 in there to the G minor 6. Now it's a 5-note arpeggio. Or is it a scale? G minor 6 9. You're literally playing a 6-9 chord with the arpeggio. So you got this 1 9 flat 3 5 6. Beautiful. And to me, I think of this chord. semi-popular sound. Take out the root. Now you get this. No G, you get this instead. I feel like we've done this. I love this. That's actually easier and more manageable. 4 notes. You get a 6/9 flavor, but you omit the root. Okay, so that is interesting. But now I have to show you something because I think this is very special. Look at how closely that relates to B flat major 7. Here's B flat major 7. And here's that lick I just showed you. See what I mean? So you're really getting that sharp 11. It's almost like you're thinking B flat major 7 with a sharp 11 or flat 5, really. B flat major 7, flat 5. Here's B flat major 7. Here's that B flat major 7 flat 5 chord. But that would work both of those would work beautifully over G minor 7 or G minor 6. Because that's kind of what you're doing, is making that 7 by doing this. Almost those bebop licks there in a major, not minor. See, I did this now. See what I'm saying? You can do some of those beboppy licks in that major 7 arpeggio. But what's really happening, don't forget though, is we're really applying that over G minor 7, 6. Okay, it's similar to this. What do I do over that G minor 7 vamp? Those are the things I like to do besides just goofing around on blues scale and modes, Dorian, melodic, minor, which you know pretty well. But also think about those triads that come out of those. Even harmonic minor, you know, here's a good question for you. This is a little bit more advanced, but I know you can figure it out. G minor 7 is contained within which harmonic minor scale? G minor 7. G minor 7 is contained within which harmonic minor scale? And there's one location. What is it?
It's not the 5 and it's not the 1.
No, it's not. And it's not the 2 because the 2 is half diminished.
Is it the 4?
Good. The harmonic minor scale contains a minor 7 chord as a 4 chord. So, in this case, if you were jamming on G minor 7, you're like, I'm going to take it outside a little bit. You're going to play D harmonic minor. And you get this. So, you know, that's a pretty cool flavor. You have to kind of hear it against the chord. But it actually also contains a minor 6 too, just so you know. So I could still be doing this. And it kind of makes it a little bit more exotic. Yeah, it gives it this little flavor. Especially if you hang on that C sharp, it takes it outside because of that blue. It's like a blue note, but you're really focusing. I like that. I like finding some interesting colors that still contains that basic chord that you're playing over, but it also contains some other cool tones to hit. In this case, that C sharp makes it special. You know what they call that? Dorian sharp Dorian flat 5 is what they call that mode. The fourth mode of the harmonic minor scale is called Dorian flat 5. So you got, you could think of it as play G. You get this. Sorry, I better say that right. Dorian sharp 4. Don't call it flat 5. If you call it a sharp 4, then you got to replace the 4 with the sharp 4, like this. See? Not this, but this. So now I'm actually talking about starting it on G. What do you call it starting on G, even though it's D harmonic minor? It's called G Dorian sharp 4. Kind of exotic sounding. But you're hearing over this. Ooh, I like that. And that almost goes to some of those little tricks that I was showing you that I like to do. Like if you're thinking D harmonic minor, you could think this or this. You remember that trick? You think off the 5 chord, the A triad, and then you go up a half step to B flat. Because in the harmonic minor scale, the 5 and the flat 6 are both major, parallel to each other. This. So you can find that, and that's over this. I know we're taking it outside a little bit, the concept, but it's cool. So over the G minor ramp, you're going. You're playing D harmonic minor, but you could even whip out that little lick, that little A major triad with the neighboring. Remember, the technical term is called triad pairs. That's what they like to call it. You take 2 triads, but in this case, they're half step apart and they're both major. So you go. And that's over this. It's nice to hear it in context. Again, we're just kind of being a little bit more academic about it. When I generally use that concept, I'm generally using, because I use that a lot, but I'm usually playing it over A7. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe there, that like Caravan. I mean, you can see it just half step, so you're going. But I'm kind of saying play it over G minor 7. Exotic. I like that. I like harmonic minor, and I love to see various applications of the harmonic minor scale, which is not your typical thing. The typical application for harmonic minor is to play it over the 5 chord. Everybody does that. You see A7, you play D harmonic minor. However, now I'm saying you see G minor 7, what harmonic minor? D harmonic minor. And then again, you can play all those little tricks. You can play even diminished arpeggios. And this is kind of wacky. Check that out. You can play this. But you go. You can play G diminished arpeggio over G minor 6, G minor 7. And that's coming out of that D harmonic minor scale. G diminished. So why does that sound cool? Because it gives you that flat 5. There's the justification of it right there. See, you could either have the perfect 5th or this. So here's G minor 6. We already talked about this, of course. Here's G minor 6 with the flat 5. Well, aka dim 7. Or you can put in both. now we get a scale fragment. I went like this. Yeah, again, more scale fragments. Scale fragments are super fun. Oh, yeah, now you're doing a 6th note. I like that one a lot, and I generally use that for A7. This. But why not use it on G minor 7? Continue, I'm gonna play A7. Those major 7 sounds cool. You hit the C minor 7 chord, and you play E flat major 7. So you go. Then, there I just whipped out that 2-5 lick. And then we're back into harmonic minor land. I mean, I think that's pretty hip. I mean, you know, it's just kind of think a little bit more outside the box versus just playing blues licks. But then you got the, you know, you got G diminish. Because again, why does that sound cool? Well, it sounds dark, you know, the flat 5. Don't forget, because people are kind of surprised that they could play a diminished 7 arpeggio on top of a major chord or a minor chord. But really just makes it sound kind of dark and bluesy because you get that flat 5. But it's so similar to a minor 6, which is the go-to arpeggio for a minor chord in jazz. So when you add that flat 5, it just makes it more sinistry. And we love this. C minor.
Yeah, that's why. So.
Yeah.
What do you do for E flat?
I did this stock lick G flat major 7. Yeah. That's a G flat major 9 arpeggio. G flat major 9 arpeggio against an G flat major 9 arpeggio against an E flat minor chord gives you E flat minor 11. Very extended, very colorful. So here's E flat minor 7, and you'd go. And then do this for the G minor. Now you're back into this. Concept, but you're just targeting on that minor chord, the minor 9 flavor. Or this is where I was saying, is it minor 9 on the C or is it an F dominant 13? That's what I'm saying, is that Wes loved that color. You could play F9, F13, and then run that E flat major 7. That's what I'm saying, those are the nice colors. And there's that arpeggio again, or this. You know, that, I love that, I call that a more angular flavor. Or here's that major 7. Those are just some runs and licks that we've been working on from other songs, but again, apply to this song. And you really kind of do need that play along so you get the experience of it. like I said, I'm just kind of running those same ideas, maybe changing it up a little bit. Think of this. Like this. So. Then you go, or maybe da 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 da. I think we talked about this last time. Or, I think that's the one we did last time. We went. You remember? Because that's what you actually hear Wes doing on the live recording. 1, 2, 3. Two, three, 4. You know, you can sweep it or do whatever. You can have fun with those shapes. Exactly. I don't think it's a matter of learning that many songs as much as it is just getting the ideas so that you can feel pretty creative with, you know, go back to Autumn Leaves. Go back to Blue Bossa. You know, go back to, what else we did? I'll remember April. I don't know, just some of those. Oh, How High the Moon, After You've Gone, Cherokee, Donna Lee. You know, I like that one lick, the Honeysuckle Rose lick. Over Wes Montgomery's 4 on 6. You go. Then on the G minor, you know, you're taking that Honeysuckle Rose lick. Bee ba boo ba bum. Then you're back to this. Pretty fun stuff. He starts off with single notes, and then he does more single notes, then he kicks into octaves, and then he kicks into chord soloing. That's his general approach. So it's usually about 5 choruses.